Okay, girls, so today we have a lot to talk about. Like, seriously, Kyle Richards has been opening up and it's giving all the emotions. There's drama, there's sadness, there's tea, and there's definitely some shady moments. Let's get into what Kyle has been saying lately, and it's a lot. First off, she gave a little update on Denise Richards, and honestly, it was kind of heartbreaking. When she was asked about Denise and her divorce from Aaron, Kyle looked really emotional. She literally said, "It's so sad. It's terrible, terrible, terrible."
Denise Richards has been granted a temporary restraining order against her estranged husband, Aaron Pfeiffer's, alleging that he her and even threatened to kill her throughout their marriage. In her domestic violence restraining order request, obtained by Access Hollywood on July 17th, the actress claimed that her spouse would yell and call her profanities, as well as become physical with her during their 7-year marriage.
And you could tell she meant it. Kyle might be caught up in her own stuff, but when it comes to another woman hurting, especially someone she's shared a show with, she had nothing but sympathy. It's rare in Beverly Hills to see that kind of support, but Kyle actually texted Denise to check in and make sure she was okay. She didn't go into the messy stuff, but her reaction felt super real. Then people started asking her about her own drama, like, where do things really stand with Dorrit Kemsley? And Kyle was totally honest about it. She said, "We're good now, but that doesn't mean we don't have our moments." So basically, yes, they've had issues, and yes, they're still rebuilding the friendship. But the vibe is that Kyle's really trying. You can tell she wants peace, but also isn't afraid to keep her boundaries this time. Speaking of drama, Kyle also talked about the RHOBH girls' trip to Arizona, and she didn't sugarcoat it. She said it was exhausting, stressful, and honestly really eye-opening. Like, there were some major moments during filming. Not everything was smooth, but Kyle said it was still a good trip. That usually means the tea will be flowing once the episodes air. And you know what that means? Girl, we're getting a messy season. Also, and this is kind of fun, she gave her opinion on Rachel Zoe joining the cast, and Kyle was super nice about it. She said Rachel is fun, stylish, and actually added a lot to the group, but she also hinted there was some tension. Like, she said there was a little clashing going on, which in Bravo language means drama incoming. Rachel might look glam, but don't let the pretty face fool you. She came ready to stir the pot just a little. Now let's talk about something more personal. Kyle shared a little bit about her separation from Mauricio and how they're handling it. And honestly, it was kind of sweet. She said they're still close, they're co-parenting really well, and that they still love each other as friends. It's not easy going through a public separation, but Kyle really seems like she's doing her best to stay mature and protect her daughters. And speaking of her daughters, someone asked if she would invite the RHOBH girls to her daughter's wedding, and Kyle said she would maybe show a little on camera, but not the whole thing, which makes sense. She said, "It's a special day for her daughter, and she doesn't want to turn it into a Bravo circus. I totally respect that. She's keeping the family stuff sacred." Now back to Denise for a sec. Kyle mentioned again that she really does feel awful for her. She said she doesn't want to see any woman go through what Denise is going through. And again, she wasn't messy about it. She didn't drag Aaron or make assumptions. She just said she reached out, offered support, and hopes Denise is okay.
Denise Richards is taking legal action. The actress has been granted a temporary restraining order against her estranged husband after accusing him of physical abuse and threatening to kill her, according to documents obtained by NBC News. These photos of Denise's black eye were included in the documents. The 54-year-old claimed the black eye happened at her estranged husband's Malibu workplace, where he became paranoid that plants in the room contained listening devices. During his internal crisis, Denise alleged that he struck her in the eye with the heel of his palm and called her a
It's giving grown woman energy, and I love that for her. Then there was a question about Dorrit's husband, PK. Kyle addressed it head on and cleared the air. She said they used to text memes and funny stuff and that Dorrit used to be fine with it. But after their friendship had a fallout, suddenly it became a big deal. Kyle said she didn't mean anything shady by it, and honestly just wanted to be lighthearted. She made it super clear that she's a girl's girl and would never cross the line. And honestly, that explanation felt pretty real. Like, Kyle's not perfect, but she does try to stay loyal. She also said that filming this season wasn't easy for her. There were moments that were emotional, moments where she had to be vulnerable, and moments where she probably wished the cameras weren't rolling.
Orange Ryan said, I feel like Kyle has a big girl crush on Morgan, but I don't feel it's reciprocated. Randy DeSavage said, this is the reason Morgan is friends with Kyle. She likes the clout. Ladies, what do you think?
That's ridiculous. She'd never seen the show, and she did not realize the attention it gets. It was a lot of scrutiny for her. She was not comfortable with. It's like every single day, like Page Six, Daily Mail, TMZ, you know.
Just speculating about the two of you.
Yes.
NYC Stephanie on Twitter said the chemistry in Kyle and Morgan's first scene together is electric.
But she didn't run from it. She showed up, she filmed, and she let people see what's really been going on in her life. It's refreshing to see someone admit that things are messy without pretending everything's perfect. And when people asked about what's going on with Morgan Wade, Kyle didn't really say much this time. She's definitely being more private about that whole situation, and maybe that's for the best right now.
When the news first came out, it was really, really devastating. I mean, I tried. I really did try. And so then when I couldn't, the kind of things that I had been, I want to say putting up with, but just became more apparent to me, I guess. And I just couldn't, I guess I couldn't do that anymore. And I finally just had a breaking point, but I really thought it would come back, I thought, okay, well, this is just a temporary thing, yeah.
But the fact that she didn't shut it down or deny anything also says a lot. Sometimes silence says more than words, As for her future on the show, Kyle sounds like she's committed, but also careful about what she shares now. She's been through so much this past year, and it really seems like she's drawing a line between what's real and what's just TV. She wants to be open, but she's not giving away everything anymore. And honestly, that's smart. After everything with Mauricio, Morgan, Denise, and Dorit, she's learned to protect herself. And finally, she said she's really excited about the upcoming season, even if it was a lot. She called it one of the most interesting seasons yet, and she would know. So if she says it's going to be juicy, we better believe it.
Like with any marriage, there's issues that you have, and they come up, and then something, like I said in my interview, happened where I did lose my trust, and
something that he did.
I care about my family first.
Mauricio Umansky was photographed kissing a mystery woman amid his separation from Kyle Richards. Hey there, it's Charlena from TMZ. So Mauricio Umansky arrived in Mykonos, Greece this week, and he was photographed getting off a plane and greeting a hot blonde wearing a cover-up and a bikini underneath, and they embraced, they kissed, and it's unclear who the mystery woman is, but it appears she picked him up at the airport. As you guys know, just a little over a year ago, Mauricio and his wife of nearly 2 decades, Kyle Richards, announced that they were separating, and Mauricio has been seriously leaning into the single life. He was photographed holding hands with his Dancing with the Stars co-star Emma Slater, though they said they were just friends, but he was also spotted hitting the slopes and spraying champagne with Lele Pons and Anita. Mauricio's estranged wife, Kyle Richards, has denied dating her friend Morgan Wade, and she said that they're just friends. And for what it's worth, Kyle and Mauricio have not filed for divorce. So what do you think of Mauricio's new relationship? Will it last? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to follow.
To wrap it all up, Kyle's just in a really different place right now. She's showing more heart, more honesty, and more calm. She's still fabulous, still funny, but now she's also a little wiser. She's letting go of old drama, standing up for herself, and still being there for the people she cares about. Even when it's complicated. That's the kind of growth we love to see on Housewives. Let's see what the rest of the season brings. But something tells me Kyle's about to remind everyone why she's still the queen of our Hutch OBA.